Tay cloth is a form of traditional weaving created by the women of East Timor. An essential part of the nation's cultural heritage, Tay weavings are used for ceremonial adornment, home decor, and personal apparel. The Catholic Church of East Timor has also adopted the use of Tay during its ceremonies. Because of the Indonesian occupation of East Timor, detailed study of the history and importance of the Tay began only after 2000. History and social role. The Tay has been used in East Timor as a unit of exchange, often for livestock or other valuables. In ceremonial use, the Tay is usually worn along with feathers, coral, gold and/or silver. Still, the sale of Tay has become common only in the last 30 years. Although small-scale commerce of Tay is an important source of income for women, however, export is difficult and nearly all sales take place with foreigners. In recent years, the public textile market in the capital Dili has seen an influx of foreign-made weavings, which often look like Tay and are sold more cheaply. Weaving of Tay is performed solely by women, with techniques passed down from generation to generation in an oral tradition. The activity often serves as a community gathering as much as a chore of productivity, and served as a rare form of self-expression in the restrictive environment of the 25-year Indonesian occupation. Tia Veronica Pereira created a black Tay with the names of the 271 victims woven and read into it, to commemorate the victims of the 1991 Santa Cruz massacre. The influence of textiles on the lives of women is reflected in the East Timorese expression bringing a thread and bobbin in reference to a newborn child. During the occupation, Indonesian soldiers were a considerable market for Tay weavers. In the 1970s, Tay for the first time began to feature inscriptions, usually written in Indonesian. In the era of independence, Tay artisans have begun specializing in customized weavings, as well as Tay-like products such as handbags and scarves. Since 1999, workers and NGOs and the UN bought Tay to take home as gifts, and mementos and new messages found their way into the Tay in English and Portuguese as well as Tetum. A quite remarkable fact, given that most of the weavers are found in rural areas where they have not had the opportunity to learn how to read or write. Many people wishing to assist East Timorese women develop income streams have imported Tay for sale and assisted weavers and sewing groups to produce items such as purses, bags, cushion covers and baskets that are saleable in Australia and elsewhere. The selling of Tay is rapidly moving offshore as many of the people taking these initiatives belong to local government friendship groups in Australia. Traditional Timorese culture is supported by growing, cutting, tying, knotting, weaving, dyeing and sheathing a variety of fibers, grasses and leaves for ceremonial and practical purposes. The weaving of the Tay plays an integral role in Timorese life and especially women's lives, shaping identity and attitudes towards them. Before the introduction of currency and after, the Tay has been used as a valued object of exchange in gifting and ceremonies. Textiles are the art form of the Southeast Asian region and often the most beautiful Tay used to wrap around the bodies of loved ones for burial. Its role in wedding arrangements and the associated family ties is attributed by some writers with contributing to the maintenance and strength of Timorese identity despite hundreds of years of colonial occupation. A forum was recently held in Melbourne to stimulate and expand the debate and dialogue about the impact of commodifying the Tay because it is a craft grounded in culture and sacred life. Designs. The imagery and patterns of Tay vary greatly from region to region, but they often include messages of locale and significant events. Imagery often includes animals such as the crocodile, upon which the creation legend of the island is based. Geometric patterns known as kaf are also employed in most Tay. Styles of Tay worn on the body are differentiated by gender. Men traditionally wear the Tay mane, a single large wrap around the waist usually finished with tassels. Women wear the Tay feto, a form of strapless dress woven in the shape of a tube. A third type known as the selendang, a slender cloth worn around the neck, has become popular in recent years. Production. Using mostly cotton threads, the cloth is created during the island's dry season, almost entirely by hand. The use of cotton is a legacy of the Portuguese colonial era, when Timor was an important port for the trade in the material. Synthetic fibers like rayon, acrylic and polyester are becoming more common as they are imported more cheaply into East Timor. A single Tais can take anywhere from several days to a year, depending on the complexity of design and variety of colors used. Dyes are used to create bright colors in the Tais. These are mixed from plants like thorn, kinna, and teca. Other dyes are derived from mango skin, potato leaf, cactus flowers, and turmeric. Individuals skilled in mixing dyes are sometimes compared to alchemists, using traditional recipes for creating desired colors. Although colors carry different associations from village to village, red is often used predominantly, as it is connected to long life and courage, in addition to being the base of the East Timorese flag. When the United Nations became the administering power in East Timor from 1999 to 2002, Tais markets increased production of blue fabrics to match that organization's trademark flag. One of the most common tools for Tais weaving is the backstrap loom, which allows tension on the cloth while the warp is manipulated. The pressure from the strap and the time required for the intricate designs on many Tais produce significant pain for many women. During the 1999 wave of violence known in East Timor as Black September, many Tais weavers saw their tools and equipment stolen or destroyed. Recent years have also seen a decline in the number of young women learning traditional methods of Tais weaving. Regional variations, designs, colors, and styles of Tais production vary greatly in each of East Timor's 13 districts. In the enclave of Ocasiambano, Portuguese influence is most apparent, with floral and religious imagery predominating alongside subdued shades of black, orange, and yellow. In the capital city Dili, by contrast, bright colors and solid panels reflect the focus on Tais commerce. In the district of Ermera, black and white designs are most common, reflecting the royalty of the traditional leaders, who often lived in the area. The village of Maniforhi produces Tais with certain common animal themes, specifically the lizard and pig. Notes. Bibliography, Pride, Natali. Weaving the Country Together, Identities and Traditions in East Timor. Dissertation, University of New South Wales, 2002. Online at East Timor Law Journal. Retrieved on February 7, 2008. External links, Then and Now, Tais Through the History of East Timor, presented by the Virtual Museum of East Timorese Tais, 1.